Good morning, everyone. It's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And so, as you know, I have started doing reviewing daytime dramas that are online, right? Digital daytime dramas, I believe, is the category in the daytime Emmys. So I'm doing this one show called Eastsiders, and what's interesting is how short the show is. Every episode's only like 15 minutes. So, it would take 4 full episodes of Eastsiders to be one episode of Days of Our Lives or General Hospital or Young and the Restless. You know what I mean? So, on one hand, it's good because it's really easy to get caught up if you fell behind. Well, first of all, and second of all, when they put the episodes out, I don't know, but they do them all at once, so you can binge them if you want to, or you can watch them one at a time, like I'm doing, or whatever you want, And in a way, that's kind of cool. All right, so, and you know what? And this is something else that I noticed in the show this week. There's a lot of people that work on this program. Like, they have like full-on credits, like end credits. Like, there's all kinds of crazy people that work on this show. So good for them. I mean, good for them. That's great. That's crazy. Okay. So if you'll recall, the last 2 episodes. So the first episode, we were all finding out about Cal and Tom's relationship, and they had this weird argument in the bed where they were talking about Tom's cheating on Cal with a fetus. I don't understand that, because at first I thought, are they adopting a baby? I'm not quite sure. And then we also met Kathy, who is fierce. And then last episode we met Kathy's boyfriend, who's super cute. And they had a small part in this week's episode also. They were very cute. Okay. So, this week, this is, okay. Now, this week, this week sort of stretched the plausible reality of what's going on. So, I found out it does take place in Silver Lake. Okay. So the whole walking thing, I don't understand. Secondly, Cal takes Tom's phone and starts texting with Jeremy. And he's from Tom's phone, which on the one hand you think, well, wouldn't Tom have his phone locked? But on the other hand, you think, okay, well, if they've been boyfriends for 4 years, they're going to know each other's passwords in case, something happens. So, okay, that's fine. So he starts texting Jeremy, and he tells Jeremy, text me your address. Okay, let's pause right here, because if we were to go back in the series, we're only in episode 3, but if we go back to episode 1, we know Tom knows exactly where Jeremy lives because Tom has been there before. So I'm assuming Jeremy does text him the address. So then he shows up, Cal shows up at Jeremy's door, and he's like, oh, wow, you're Tom's drunk friend. And he's like, yes, I'm Tom's drunk friend. And so he's like, do you have anything to drink? I'm not an alcoholic. I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of exploration of Cal's alcoholism, because I've literally seen Cal drinking like all 3 episodes. All 3 episodes. Now, granted, that's only 45 minutes of his life, but still. So he goes and he talks to Jeremy, and he's like, oh my God, don't tell me Tom's cheating on me. And he's like, no, Tom's cheating on me. I've been with him 4 years. And Jeremy was like, oh, thanks, I think. It was really cute. But then Jeremy and Cal sleep together. Well, you know what? Listen, if you are in a relationship with a guy and you don't know that he's in a relationship already with someone else, you don't know that because he's never told you that, right? So you have no way of knowing. So if you're seeing someone and that happens, you know, listen, Cal's cute, Jeremy's cute. He's like, you know what? You know, it's like, so in a way, I kind of understand where Jeremy's coming from, because it's like, you don't want to be seen like a homewrecker because you're not a homewrecker. And if you want to mess around with the boyfriend too, go for it, you know? So I say get it. You get it. Okay. And this is, okay, so then this is another thing I don't understand. I need, hopefully maybe this will explain itself. So last episode, when they were at that party, they said that that they didn't want that Tom's book that first of all, everyone's aspiring. Okay, so let's talk about that. So everyone is aspiring. So if everyone's aspiring, right? If Tom's an aspiring writer and Cal is an aspiring artist, aspiring equals broke. Okay, I'm not lying. It just does. You know, they're not making any money at it because that's why they're aspiring, right? Okay, so they have to have a other real job to afford the house in Silver Lake. Like, Silver Lake is not a cheap area to live in. I'm granted the houses are not that new, but they're still not cheap because they're in Southern California. Southern California is a very expensive place to live, regardless of where you live. So I'm curious how they can afford even to rent a house with no income. That I don't understand. So maybe that will get explained. Maybe, you know, Tom's got rich parents, or I don't know. Maybe that will get explained later on in the series. So I'm not going to jump ahead of myself with that. But that's another thing that I'm like, I don't quite understand how they can do that and then still be aspiring. So anyways, Tom was writing this book, and the lead character of the book is dealing with a frigid boyfriend. And he's like, really? So, but this is what I don't get. If Cal is frigid, he didn't have any problems hooking up with Jeremy, right? So I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's just, you know, he's got him with whiskey dick one too many times. How many times does that happen? Probably a lot with as much as Cal drinks. I'm just saying, probably quite a bit. So let's talk about Kathy real quick, because really most of the episode was all about Jeremy and Cal and their interaction together. And why did I do scissors like lesbians? Their interaction together. And it wasn't graphic though. It really wasn't. And in fact, it was kind of weird because the kissing is a little bit weird. It's not that it's strange to see two men kissing. That's so weird. No, that's not weird. The weird part is that the kisses don't look that natural, right? The kisses look like, I don't know, they just look like you're kissing your aunt, or they don't look like passionate romantic kisses, right? With anyone, between Cal and Jeremy, Tom and Jeremy, Cal and Tom, it just seems kind of strange, right? And then we've got Kathy. Okay, so Kathy and her boyfriend, the boyfriend is like really upset because, you know, Kathy last episode thought that he was proposing to her. So he's like practicing with himself in the mirror. He's like, Kathy, I'm really sorry, but when I said I wanted to marry you, I didn't actually say that. And she was agonizing over whether or not to tell him that she really doesn't want to get married. She just was caught up in the moment and said yes. So she walks in on him in the bathroom, you know, kind of going through it, and he feels bad because this is totally not how he wanted to tell her. And she's like, I'm so glad. And he's like, what? She's like, I don't want to get married either. And so then they end up like totally like in sync. I keep doing that lesbian thing for in sync, the scissor sister. I don't know why I keep doing that. They're in sync. There we go. It's like an infinity. All right. So anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Eastsiders to talk Eastsiders with me, or you can also hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk to Bold and Beautiful. I'm doing that next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel for my YouTube videos to be sent to your email inbox every single day. And you can give this video a thumbs up. And while you're there, you can also look around that YouTube channel for my Storytime with Angel Benton series. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for logging on today. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.